Happy Monday. It is February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day. I just wanted to get on board here and give you my 5 reasons to smile for this week, because there's always something to smile about, isn't there? So I'm going to give you all 5 now briefly, and then I'm going to expound on them the rest of the week. So the weather in Seattle is, gloomy a lot of the time. It's gray, drizzly, kind of gloomy, wet. But every year I've noticed, every year in February, there seems to be 1 week of really good weather. Sometimes it even gets up to into the 70s. Didn't do that last week, but it was like 55, and I'll take that and sunny anytime. So that was number 1, was that weather. That makes me smile. And then running into somebody who unexpectedly who has the same values that you do. And that happened to me when I took my cat to the vet. You say, wait a minute, I thought you had a dog. Yeah, I got one of each. Lucky me. So when I ran into the vet, I was talking to the vet's assistant, and she actually shared my ideas about natural stuff. So I gave her my card, my business card, and then she told me about this natural vet. Now, I have not been to see that vet yet, but more about that. That was reason number 2. Now, over the years, it seems like more often than not, I do not have any romantic involvement around Valentine's Day. Some brief times, but not that much. But now they've come up with what they call Galentine's Day. And you might say that that's just a promotion to get more money. And it probably is, but it makes me feel included. So there you go. That made me smile. And do you know what the ABC Club is? It stands for anything but Chardonnay. But I did have a bottle of Chardonnay that I didn't hate last week. So that was another reason to smile. Now, how many times have you found a natural solution that just absolutely floors you? And that happened with me with ylang ylang and lowering my blood pressure. So stay tuned for that video where I give you more of the details on that. Actually, I'm going to tell you now, because I'm going to say it again. See, I took my blood pressure. It's been kind of creeping up. I used to exercise really consistently. And then during the great pandemic, I was walking the dog, and we were taking like 45 an hour and a half walks. And that was pretty good, right? But she got a little older, a little more arthritic, and those walks aren't turning out to be so long anymore. I'm lucky if it's 30 minutes. Most of the time it's 20. So, and I don't always get out twice a day because, there's not a lot of daylight during the day, and I just seem to run out of time to take her out again for a second walk. So my blood pressure's been creeping up little by little. So now I'm dancing. Got my playlist like I talked about last week, and I am like just dancing to the music, trying to move around a little bit, get going, get moving, lower that blood pressure. Well, that takes a while to do, but guess what? Kathy Leal told me, put 2 drops of ylang ylang under your tongue. Now, I had this roller bottle that this woman named Desiree had put out there for hypertension, and I was putting that on several times a day, but it wasn't really moving the numbers very much. But when I did that ylang ylang under my tongue, I took my blood pressure before I did it, and I took my blood pressure afterwards, and it dropped it significantly. So that was in 20 minutes. So immediately I took some more. So I do it about 4 times a day, and blood pressure is going down. So excellent results. Don't you love hearing about that? A testimonial like that? Because if you know somebody whose blood pressure is creeping up, this is something that they could do. I thought it was going to taste, because it's very strong and flowery, but just, doesn't really have that strong of a taste. So, tastes interesting. So does frankincense. Anyway, more about that, and I will see you online tomorrow for my next video.